available now? Yeah, Indian person side, Aadhaar card validation.
That application, we're gonna be placed on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website like the Flipkart or Amazon, book my show, book my show, book my show. So let me repeat again, guys, please. So the working software, which is written any programming language, we call as an application. That application, we're gonna be placed on server side. And if we can access our internet is nothing but what? Website. But what about server? So server is just like your laptop, which are all the components available. In the laptop, the same components we are using on server also. But on server, we are going to be placing our applications or websites and maintaining. So the working software, let me repeat again, the working software, which is written any programming language, we call as an application. That application, we're going to be placed on server side. We can access our internet as a website. But what about SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. In SDLC, we have several stages and several phases like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. And maintain analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance. It is a continuous process. By following SDLC, by following these all the stages, we can able to produce an application and we can able to do business in internet like Flipkart or Amazon, book my shop. So on SDLC, how many stages, guys, please? Analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, maintenance. For example, if you want to deploy, if you want to do business like Flipkart or Amazon, book my show. So if you want to build a website like Flipkart or Amazon, book my show, we need to follow these are all the stages. What are the first stage, guys, please? Analysis, gathering information from the client. Like how exactly the login page, registration page, payment gateway, and each and everything will be gathered based on gathering information. Our architects will be designed. Design is nothing but what? Plan. According to the plan, our developers will implement the lines of code. the lines of code. Once if it is in implement, whether the software is working or not, our testers will be verified. And once if it is verified, we're going to be placed our applications on hundreds of servers. Once if it is placed, we can access our internet as a website. So whether it is working or not, we are going to be monitor and maintenance. This entire process, which we are calling as what? Maintenance. But if you are a developer, can write the lines of code. If you are a tester, can verify the functionality. But if you are a DevOps engineer, what exactly you will do? So let us understand right now. DevOps is nothing but what? Software development plus operation is nothing but what DevOps? Software development plus operation is nothing but what? DevOps. That means what exactly? Our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operation. Ends with what? Operations, yes, please. That means we are part of coding, build, test, release, deploy, operation, and monitoring. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding, we are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. But is DevOps is a technology? No, DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a process. DevOps is an automated process. It is not a technology. If you are a DevOps engineer, what exactly you will do, please? So usually what will happen? Developers are keep on writing lines of code. These lines of code we're gonna be delivering into the production environment. So within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost is nothing but what our DevOps transparent pipeline. Is our DevOps transparent pipeline. So as a DevOps engineer, we are gonna be replacing a complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. Whenever you're getting into the job, your prior goal is what exactly? Replacing complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. Our complex pipeline is nothing but what? Our SDLC process. Our transparent pipeline is nothing but what exactly? DevOps process. So why we are calling SDLC is a complex, let us understand. So from analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy, it is a manual process. In this manual process, if you got any issue, any problem, so for identification, it will take long time. For resolving issue also, it will take long. For resolving issue also, it will take long time. For identification also, it will take time, long time. If it is take long time, definitely the cost will be increased, the quality will be decreased. So we are gonna be replacing with what? A DevOps transparent pipeline. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, everything is an automated, everything is transparent, guys. Everything is an automated, everything is transparent. Due to this transparent, due to this an automation, even though if we got an issue, any problem easily we can able to identify, easily we can able to rectify. That means what? So the cost is reduced, the quality will be increased. The cost is reduced, the quality will be. increase. So that we are gonna be replacing with what? Replacing with what exactly? A complex pipeline with what? A complex pipeline with what? A transparent pipeline. But actually, DevOps transparent pipeline is look like this. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have a plan, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operation. But in this DevOps process, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operation. That means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operation. But we are not part of planning. We are not writing coding. We are not writing test cases. Just we are going to be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. We are implementing an automated DevOps transparent to pipeline. But for implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, which are all the tools we are using as please let it be list down. We're going to be learning for implementing our DevOps transparent pipeline. We are going to be using Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, Microsoft Azure, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Elk, Elastic Logstack, Kibana, and Terraform. So these are all the tools we are gonna be using for implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. An automated DevOps transparent pipeline. DevOps transparent pipeline. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, how exactly we are going to be using these are all the tools. Let us understand, guys, please. First, so Git is a version control. So, so the n number of developers are continuously writing a lines of code. The lines of code we are going to be maintenance in dev environment. So writing is responsible by the developer. Those lines we are going to be maintenance by DevOps engineer on Git. Once if it is maintained, we are going to be using Maven also. Maven is a built tool. By using Maven, we can able to automatically build and generate an active factory like var file. So then, so continuous integration. Once if it is maintain and build, so the n number of developers lines of code, we are going to be in integrate. We are going to be in integrate. Yes. Continuously, how exactly? Continuously integrate. Once if it is integrated, whether it is working or not, our testers will be written whatever lines of code written. The lines of code which is integrated, whenever execute, if we got an error, automatically it is redirecting back to the developer. Developer has to fix an issue. Again, it will be integrate and execute, and again error. So again, loop back this continuous process and finally we'll get a zero errors. Once if it is get a zero errors, we're gonna be delivering into the CD, continuous delivery. So this entire CI CD process, continuous integration, making working software and continuous delivery, we can able to use by Jenkins. Jenkins is a CI CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery, automation tool. But once if it is delivered, once if it is CI/CD implementation, continuous integration, and making working software, continuous deliver to where exactly? So we're continuously delivering into the release by helping of JFrog. JFrog is an active factor. By helping of JFrog, we can able to maintain our working software with a website as a website. And we're gonna be using SonarQube. SonarQube is a code analyzer. By using SonarQube, we can able to analyze the Java code or whatever maybe, and it will be generate reports. So by helping of Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, Sonar Cube, we can able to implement our CI/CD process, continuous integration, making working software, and continuous delivery. In this continuous delivery, after continuous delivery, we are going to be deploying our applications on hundreds of servers, placing our applications on hundreds of servers. But these hundreds of servers, how exactly we can able to automate by helping of configuration management. What is in exactly the configuration management? Replacing a manual configuration process with what? An automated process is nothing but what? A configuration management. So manual configuration process replaced with an automated process on a hundreds of servers, on a hundreds of servers, on a hundreds of servers is nothing but what? Configuration management. For this, which tool we are going to be using? Ansible. Ansible is a configuration management tool. By helping of Ansible, we can automate our hundreds of servers automated. But from where exactly we can able to get these hundreds of servers? By helping of Microsoft Azure. By helping of Microsoft Azure, we can able to get a hundreds of servers. Those hundreds of servers we can automate by helping of Ansible. Repeat again this point. Getting hundreds of servers from Azure, Microsoft Azure. On top of we can able to implement by using Ansible configuration management. Not only placing our websites on Microsoft Azure, we can able to deploy our applications by using Docker also. Docker is an isolated area which can place our applications very easily with low cost with high performance. But this Docker containers we can able to manage or control by the Kubernetes. Kubernetes is a orchestration tool. By helping of Kubernetes, we can manage, we can control all our Docker containers. All our Docker containers. All our Docker containers guests. And we're gonna be using Vagrant. Vagrant is a virtual provisioning tool. By helping of Vagrant, we can able to automate our hundreds of service. And we're gonna be learning ELK, Elastic Log Stack Kibana. By helping of ELK, we can able to do application monitoring. And after successfully deploying, whenever accessing each and everything, right? How login, how registration, so what are the performance, whether it is slowed down or not internally, the logs are generating. Those logs will be monitored and it will be generated reports like this. And we're going to be learning Terraform. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. By helping of Terraform, we can able to work with any cloud, either Azure or AWS or Google. It is a cross cloud platform. By helping of Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, and Ansible, Microsoft Azure, Docker, and Kubernetes, Vagrant, Elk, and Terraform, we can able to implement an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. An automated DevOps transparent pipeline. Clear all of you. But question is for implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline. For implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline. For implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, we require infrastructure. for implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, we require infrastructure. Tell me, what is infrastructure? So for maintaining our application, for deploying this application, what kind of infrastructure is required? Servers are required. Networks are required. Database is required. Storage is required. And so on. This entire process, this all the infrastructure is required for deploying our applications very easily. So for deploying this application, for maintaining this application, what kind of infrastructure we require? Servers, network, database, storage, and maintenance. But how many ways we can able to get it? How many ways we can able to get this infrastructure? How many ways we can able to get this infrastructure? We can able to get this infrastructure. Totally, we can able to get in three ways: physical environment, or virtual environment, or from cloud. But to specifically, so what is an exactly cloud computing? What is an exactly the cloud computing? So repeat again. So for deploying our applications, deploying our websites, for maintaining our websites, what kind of infrastructure require? These infrastructure: servers, networks, database, storage. This infrastructure is required. This infrastructure, how many ways we can able to get? Either physical environment, virtual environment, or from cloud environment. But what is the cloud? What is exactly the cloud computing? Let us try to understand. What is exactly the cloud computing, guys, please? What is exactly the cloud computing? Or whatever maybe. And while whatever maybe class conducted theoretically or practically, it will be recorded, will send to you. You can practice in your laptop on before coming to the next class. Still, if you have stuck somewhere else errors, you can show, you can ask me, you can chat with me, you can talk to me. Still, if it is not, you can share me your screen, I can help you to resolve this.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Pushpa, you can unmute. Pushpa Bali, please unmute, you can talk.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning.
Yeah, the same question I had, actually, I got the answers for that, sir.
Okay, very good, very good. Thanks.
So, I'm a fresher, sir. The job opportunities for this is more, is
It
more
is
or what, sir?
no, it is equal weightage, but better to recommend. Actually, we have to learn both clouds.
Oh,
The fact is what
initially,
exactly? Seriously,
we
we
have
have
to
to learn. We
tell
have,
me, sir. Sorry.
no, Pushpa, let me come in. So
Uh,
both clouds are mandatory, no option for us. But so at least one cloud is perfect, is more than enough as a beginner. But after that, you can learn next cloud, AWS.
oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
But we can,
I'm
as
switching
of
from
right now,
non-IT.
so by
I'm
learning
switching from
Azure,
non-IT to IT. That's why I was asking.
okay, okay. Okay, Pushpa, we'll continue. If any questions, don't worry, we'll make it note. We'll discuss tomorrow also.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll meet.
Okay.
Okay. Very good morning, Paul. Yeah. So first, let us fix the agenda, guys, please. So what exactly we gonna be discussing for today? Let us understand, please. First. In the last session, we understood very clearly what is DevOps, what is Azure. We understood very clearly. What is Azure? What is DevOps? We understood very clearly in the last session. Today, how to create Azure account, how to create Azure virtual machine, how to use Azure virtual machine. Let us understand. Let us understand, guys, please. But anyway, so what we have discussed in the last session, let us revise within 5 minutes. Let us revise within 5 minutes. Then we'll move forward into the our today regular class. Okay. So what exactly we have discussed in the last session, please? So what is an application? The working software which is written any programming language we call as an application. That application we're gonna be placed on server side. So once if it is placed on server side, then we can access our internet as a website. Repeat again. The working software which is written any programming language we call as an application. That application we're gonna be placed on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website. But what about SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. In SDLC, we have several stages like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. By following these are all the stages, and we can able to produce an application, we can able to do business and enterprise. But this SDLC is a complex pipeline. This SDLC is a complex pipeline. We are going to be replacing with what? A transparent pipeline. Why we are calling SDLC is a complex? Because of it is a manual process from analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy, deploy to maintenance. It is a manual process. Due to this manual process, so in the middle of the process, if you got an issue, any problem, for identification, it will take a long time. And for resolving issue also, it will take long time. If it is take long time, definitely the cost will be increased, the quality will be decreased. So that reason we are going to be replacing with what? Our DevOps transparent pipeline. Everything transparent, everything is an automatic. Everything is transparent, everything is an automatic. While implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, even if we got an issue, easily we can able to identify, easily we can able to rectify as soon as possible. If it is rectified as soon as possible, and if we can able to deliver, that means the cost is reduced, the quality will be increased. So that reason we are going to be replacing with what? Our software development lifecycle SDLC into the DevOps process. But actual DevOps process is look like this one. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have a plan, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operations. Our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what operation. That means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operations. But to be frankly, we are not doing any planning, we are not writing any coding, we are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to operations. But for implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, we are using tool stack. Which are all the tools we're going to be learning? Git, we are going to be learning. Maven, we are going to be learning. Jenkins, we are going to be learning. JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, Microsoft Azure, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Negios, Elk, Elastic, Logstash, Kibana, Terraform. So these are all the tools we are gonna be using for implementing our DevOps transparent pipeline. DevOps transparent pipeline. But while implementing our DevOps transparent pipeline, we required a infrastructure. Tell me, what is infrastructure? Tell me, what is an application as we discuss? Reply in the chat box. What is an application? The working software which is written any programming language, we call as an application. So for maintaining this application, for deploying this application, what kind of infrastructure we require? What kind of infrastructure we require? Servers, networks, database, storage, and so these are all major infrastructure is required for deploying our application, for maintaining our websites. But how many ways we can able to get it? How many ways to get? We can able to get either physical environment, from physical environment, or from virtual environment, or from cloud. But what is the cloud computing? What is an exactly cloud computing, please? If you can access, if you can access the remote place resources, our internet from a laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. What is exactly the cloud computing? The remote placed resources. So from these data centers, if we can access resources such as servers, network, database, storage, if we can access our internet from a laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Is nothing but what? Cloud computing. But any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. Any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. So just for deploying our application, what kind of infrastructure we require, we can able to get it from cloud. By using cloud, we can able to get a service. On top of we can able to place our application based on usage. We are going to be parent. So we are not buying service. We're going to be getting a rental based infrastructure. What is an example? Car. So just for reaching a railway station, instead of buying a new car, just book a rental car like Ola or Ubera. Within 10 minutes, the car is available at the doorstep. Getting out of the car, reaching your railway station, and whatever tariff you need to pay, that's it. The same way, just for deploying our applications, what kind of service, what kind of infrastructure we require, we can able to get it. But which cloud guys, please? We are going to be learning Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure. So Microsoft Azure is a 5 times cheaper than AWS. And if we have if we have an existing license, we can able to reuse. And which are all the what exactly, please? Microsoft Azure is a second largest cloud provider in the market. By using Azure, we are going to be learning these are all the models: networking model, compute model, storage model, database model, identity access model. We are going to be learning. Under each and every model, we're going to be discussing different types of services: virtual machines, scaling, auto scaling, different type of storage, databases, Azure user management. These are all things we are going to be learning. And detailed content I'm going to be providing the backend. We can able to do that. Networking, computing, storage, database, we're going to be learning. This is the core architecture. So if you want to use Azure, we should understand how we are getting into the Azure, how we are going to be creating a server. Anyway, we are going to be. So Azure architecture totally we have a 3 layers. It is a front end layer, it is a middle layer, it is a back end layer. Front end layer is nothing but what? How many ways we can able to getting into the cloud, either by portal, PowerShell, CLI, REST client. By using any one channel, we can able to getting into the cloud by providing your authorization. By providing a authorization, please. So once if it is an authorization, we can able to create database, application, server, network, whatever the resources we can able to create. So graphically, PowerShell, CLI, authorization. Then finally, we can able to create our resources. So let us experience for today. So we are going to be getting into the cloud and we're going to be creating a virtual machine for today. And how exactly we are going to be using the virtual machine also we're going to be experience by today's session. Yeah, first, what are the first step, guys, please? If you want to do that, first, we need to create a Azure account. We need to create a Azure account. And we need to create a virtual machine then. Okay, how to use the virtual machine? Let us experience for today. Yeah, so first, how to create Azure account? I already provided document list. So please be open a document list. Please be open a document list. In the end, we have a course content, which are already shared in the chat box. Please be go through this once. Just to be double click on the link in the chat box. If you copy paste in any browser, you can able to see our document list. In this document list, we have a DevOps content. Azure content. Please open Azure account creation. First document, second document, and third document. So please be open. Please be open. Please be open. Document and try to follow this document. So what are the first step? So please type in Google Azure account creation. Once if it is typed, and please click on first link. Once if it is click on first link and let it be click on start, and it is called is one. Create one account, and if it is scroll down, please be provide your email address, working email address. Receive an email. You will receive an email verification code. Please be verify your email address. Then capture. Please be provide a capture. And once it is done, then your name, last name, your phone number, verify your phone number, and provide your credit card. So first 1 month is free. You know, around 15,000 rupees. We had 15,000 rupees free. We can easily practice without paying anything. So just for card is for just for verification. Okay. Once if it is automatically, you will be landing in the stage. Once if it is sign up, you will be landing the stage. Once if it is landing under this page, we can able to create a virtual machine, whatever may be. But you should understand things. So Azure is offering different types of services, but we are going to be creating a resources. Service is offering by Azure. With that help of service, we can create our resources like virtual machine, storage, network, database, whatever may be. If we click on service, again repeat, 3 hyphens, 3 hyphens, click on all services. If you want computing model, let us go for computing model, database model, networking model, storage model, whatever may. Maybe for example, I want to create a virtual machine. Please be click on compute model and choose virtual machine. Please be choose virtual machine. Choose here virtual machine. Clear all of it. Or else we can able to search here directly virtual space machine. If it is click on choose on automatically, you will be landing into the virtual machine dashboard. Virtual machine dashboard. In this, I already created 3 servers. I already created a 3 servers. Already created a 3 servers. But shall we try to create a virtual machine? But if you want to create a virtual machine, so which are all the steps we need to follow, please? How exactly we are using components in a laptop, the same components we are going to be using in our virtual machine also. Clear? Which are all the components available in laptop? Anybody help me? Operating system, RAM, CPU, hard disk, network card, NIC card. So these are all the components available in a laptop or not. The same components we are going to be using for while creating virtual machine in Azure also. But let it be listed down. First, create a virtual machine. First we need to choose virtual machine service. Choose virtual machine service. Then create a new resource group. Then choose virtual machine name. Once CPT choose available geom. Choose region. Choose security type as standard. Create a new. Let us choose size. Choose operating system. OS as Windows. Choose size as D1 as it has 3 GB. It has 3 GB RAM. Once if you choose size as DS1, then create a new user and password. New user and password. And once if it is chosen, choose inbound rules as RDP and HTTP. RDP means what? By using RDP, we can able to log in from Windows to Windows. HTTP means what? After successful installing web server, we can access over an internet gas page. Once if it is chosen, choose default hard disk, network. Then review and create.